I love that song every time I hear it. It just makes me feel so happy. Okay, well, the late nationally known Times columnist Frank Tiger wrote, "Doing what you like is freedom. Liking what you do is happiness." So, as you know, we are extending the one day that's designated for Thanksgiving this month to a whole month of giving thanks and feeling grateful and appreciating our life as we live it. We're focusing on doing what brings us joy and bringing joy to what we do, or else we're not going to do it until we can bring joy to it. Because we know that joy is the key to the high vibration that allows us to receive all the good things that the universe has for us. Good health. Come on in. We have time to wait for you, so glad you're both here. All right. Okay. Well, so we've got this down. When we're in joy, when we're in that high vibration, we're open to receiving good health and well-being, to experiencing loving, peaceful relationships, to, we find that our financial flow is perfect in every way. We find resolutions to our problems. And we find guidance in all of our decision making. I mean, who could ask for more than that in this life? But if we ask for more, joy is the key to receiving more. When it comes to living a life that we would call a good life for us, it's truly a waste of our earth life, of our earth time, being in a bad mood for any reason. I mean, even a justifiable bad mood isn't going to bring about anything good, not anything we want. The way the heart tells us God's will is that you live without conflict, in perfect peace, joy, fulfillment, and happiness. It is called bliss. How often do we feel bliss during our day? Now, last month we agreed that most of us would have no problem naming a handful of fears that keep us from living our life fully. But I bet that all of us would have no problem naming at least a handful of things that we're grateful for right now, that makes us feel fully alive. Those things that we do alone that bring us joy and satisfaction as we're doing them, those things we do with others that we enjoy doing because we love sharing life with others. Just a handful of things that are happening in our life right now that don't require our looking back or retrieving something from the past. So let's just take a moment right now to silently count our bliss, if only for a moment, and if only on one hand. because it feels good and it does good to feel good about our life right now. So I'll give you a few minutes. You can start with the thumb. Number 1. Keep in mind, I can see you when you start glowing. Well, for me, one of my greatest joy, is preparing a Sunday talk and then sharing it with all of you. That makes me happy. That brings me bliss. And as part of my preparation, I do a lot of research. And lately I've been appreciating the new AI feature that pops up whenever I search for anything on any subject. Now, even though artificial intelligence is controversial in all sorts of ways, and perhaps rightfully so, I've been enjoying all the information that it can bring forward in just a split second. It's amazing. In fact, last Sunday, if you recall, I gave AI attribution for its definition of gratitude and appreciation. I said, as AI put it. Well, about a month ago, when I couldn't remember the specific words that Abraham Hicks had to say about a certain subject that I was going to talk about on Sunday, I simply asked AI what AH had to say about the subject, and just like that, it gave me exactly what I needed. And so then I got curious. I wondered if AI would tell me what I had to say about a particular subject. And so I chose spirituality. And I asked AI what Reverend Stephanie Sorensen has to say about spirituality. And just like that, this is what it said. Reverend Stephanie Sorensen emphasizes that everyone is inherently a spiritual being, not a human having a spiritual experience. And that this spiritual self is connected to a universal spirit or higher power. She suggests that recognizing this connection allows for spiritual freedom, a positive life experience, and communication with the divine through intuition and feelings. Furthermore, her teachings also highlight the importance of focusing on positivity and gratitude, and viewing oneself as an extension of a loving creator, not an accidental creation. And I thought to myself, well, that's way cool. Even though I knew that the information that AI offered, it had gathered from my writings and from videos and other taped things. And even though it did an excellent job as far as I was concerned in summarizing what I'd said or written on spirituality, I also knew that AI didn't know me. It didn't know my life, my unspoken thoughts, what I feel, what I desire in life, and it didn't know my heart. If I'd never written anything, or my words had never been recorded, AI wouldn't know what I had to say about anything, including spirituality. And if I lived off the grid, as they say, and I didn't have a social security number, and I didn't have a driver's license or anything else that identified me, AI wouldn't know I exist. The only one that truly knows that I exist, or that you exist, or that anyone, any living being exists, isn't AI. It's II, infinite intelligence. Which brings us to the title of today's talk, The Intimate Infinite. Infinite intelligence is unlimited cosmic consciousness. It's the mind of God. It's the pure, positive energy that created every living thing and causes all life to be, including you and me right now. Didn't just create us and go. We can't live without it. It's the unlimited love in which we're all immersed. It's the infinite being that is all there is to all that's alive. And it's alive in each of us, as each of us, as an individual expression of itself. When we say that God is all there is to all that is, that includes all of us. It's our inner being that is breathing us right now, as we sit here and stand here, into form and expression in this world. And we wouldn't appear unless our inner being was here. It doesn't get more intimate than that. No other relationship could be more intimate than that. The life that is our life. AI may be able to tell us what's already occurred in the world. It can gather and synthesize and integrate already thought thoughts, a whole lot of already thought thoughts in an instant, in a heartbeat. But it doesn't have a heart. It doesn't know anything beyond what's gone on in the world. This world that's already happened. And so it can't tell us anything new about ourselves or what creation is for. In A Course in Miracles, we read, "For what you leave as vacant, God will fill. And where He is, there must the truth abide." Unweakened power with no opposite is what creation is. We are powerful, living beings with infinite potential alive in us to express ourselves in infinite ways, not all at once. And yet so often we believe ourselves to be weak and vulnerable. The only thing that keeps us from accessing the infinite intelligence within us is that we don't leave a vacancy for it to fill in our mind, in our awareness. We're focused on the world, and our mind is filled with thoughts about the world. We may worry sometimes when we can't remember a word or a name, but that doesn't stop us from thinking and thinking and thinking about all the things we can remember. We quote what we've read. We repeat what we've heard, as if there's nothing more for us to know about. Nothing more to reality than what we see with our human eyes. In other words, we live as an AI being rather than an II being. Rather than a spiritual being created to live without conflict, in peace, joy, fulfillment, and happiness. Deepak Chopra wrote, we have approximately 60,000 thoughts in a day. But who's counting? Unfortunately, 95% of them are thoughts we had the day before. If we keep thinking the same thoughts about ourselves and the world, if we keep looking to the world to tell us what is and who we are, we'll never know what can be or who we truly are. We'll keep experiencing ourselves in this world and this world all around us in the same old way. So, for the rest of this month, I challenge all of us to discover something new and wonderful about ourselves. Something we didn't notice before. Just be open to it. And we can do that by being more aware of ourselves as we're being ourselves in the moments of our life. And by appreciating ourselves while we're being ourselves. Remember, AI defined appreciation as a more conscious choice to recognize and value the good qualities or efforts of someone or something. Let's let that someone be ourselves. Let's make a conscious choice to recognize and value our good qualities and efforts, to notice them and feel good about them and feel good about being ourselves in this world. Positive self-awareness allows us access to greater awareness of who we are. It allows more awareness of the infinite intelligence within us that knows our heart, that knows our good intentions, that knows everything about us, no matter where we are in this universe. Let's practice appreciating ourselves for noticing the good around us, and then appreciate ourselves that we noticed it. Let us appreciate the good in ourselves and the good in others, and seek to be aware of it in the moments of our life. And let's appreciate ourselves rather than apologize for ourselves for doing the best we can in the moments of our life. And because love and appreciation are the exact same vibration, when we are appreciating ourselves, in those moments when we step back and witness, because that's what our inner being is doing all the time. It's right there witnessing us, seeing our good qualities, happy about who we are. And when we're doing that same thing, we are aligned with the infinite intelligence within us. And because love and appreciation are the very same vibration, when we are appreciating ourselves, we are loving ourselves, and there is nothing more powerful in this world or in this universe or anywhere than self-love. We read in the Way of Knowing. You see, self-love is the pathway to perfect peace. Self-love opens all the doors. Self-love dissolves every illusion. Whenever you are in doubt, whenever your energy seems to have dropped, try a dose of celebrating. A simple dose of celebrating that you are in a perfect universe and you abide as love. The very fact that you have a body that has emerged out of consciousness in order to be used to extend only love is pretty miraculous. And you are free to celebrate that simple, essential truth in any moment. Namaste. All right. Well, now that we're all settled down, it feels good. And this is our time when we get to say thank you. Thank you for showing up whenever you showed up. It's really good you showed up. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it was a trip getting here. Thank you all for showing up again, for shining your lights. You are so singularly beautiful, and we are so beautiful together. And it's a beautiful thing to come together and give of ourselves and know that we can be open and just be ourselves. And that we're appreciated. And every single one of us, all of you, every single one of you are appreciated for all that you do, for showing up, for all that you're giving to this world to light it up. And thank you for showing up live stream. That's a beautiful thing too. Because we know not everybody likes to slide their way to church. But, or you may live somewhere else, Guatemala for instance. Can't be here when you're there. But thank you for showing up, for giving your energy and your focus to this service. It adds to the light we create together. And it's a powerful light. It's a powerful thing we do together. And we truly like to continue to do this thing the way we do, and even better. Better and better. And the way that we do that is through financial support. So thank you, all of you who do that and know that. And when they say giving and receiving is one, we know that for sure. Because when we give to ourselves. We give to the us, to the we, that is the Life Enrichment Center. So, pull up a chair, those of you who are listening. And you just found us, or you've been finding us for a while, and you've been thinking about supporting us financially because you would like to turn on your computer or your phone and see us here. And we truly would like to be here for you to see. So if you want to support, and there's no time like the present, but you don't know how yet, because you're new or because you usually go for coffee during this time in the service. But hopefully you're listening right now, because our treasurer, Dr. Jamie Phillips, has some information you're going to be real interested in.
Thank you so much. Great talk, thank you.
Thank you.
If you would like to appreciate us, we'd love to be appreciated, and you'd like to donate, you can, there's several ways if you're online watching. You can go to facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center, and hit a donate button there. You can go to lecflint.com, which is our website. There's a donate button on that site, and also that's where the podcast will be tomorrow. You can do PayPal. Our email address for PayPal is lec2512@gmail.com, or you can send us a check, and our P.O. Box is Life Enrichment Center, P.O. Box 321-294, Flint, Michigan, 48532. And if you're here in the sanctuary, we're going to be taking an offertory while we listen to Marcia Allen, Jason Phillips, and Larry Mandeville singing Grateful, followed by Reverend Stephanie's Gratitude Prayer. Thank you so much.